Hello, everyone. Welcome to our online version of the August monthly team meeting. Right now, there's just three of us on. Hopefully, a couple others will be joining as well as we all try to figure out this Google Hangouts thing. But just for some quick introductions, I am Nicole Heim. I'm in Omaha, and I've been with It Works for almost 2.5 years now, and I am a triple diamond. And I will let Alyssa and Holly introduce themselves as well.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Carnley, and I am in Omaha as well, and I am a triple diamond with It Works, and I have been in since December 2014.
I am Holly Hasbrook, and I am a Ruby. I have been in since April of 2014.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, guys. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is why it works, and kind of why the wrap is such a standout product. So as I'm sure you all know, there are a million network marketing companies that people can choose from these days. But we believe that It Works really stands out and stands apart, and there are some reasons for that. So a couple pieces of information about It Works. First of all, it is a Christian-based company. So, that's going to influence the values of the company. I think it influences their generosity. So that's an important factor. And then It Works has been around since 2001. So sometimes people think this is a brand new company, like a fad product that kind of just hit the market one day and then it's going to go away just as fast as it came. But that actually isn't true. They've been around for 15 years now, and the company actually went debt-free in 2008. And that was in the middle of a recession in our country. So the fact that they were able to go debt-free, I think, speaks a lot to the integrity of the company, the growth of the company, and just the demand for the products that we have. Um, so a little history on the wrap. The wrap actually started in Europe, and it was a spa treatment. And it was in high-end spas where it was costing $300 to do one wrap. So Mark Pentecost, who's the CEO of our company, heard about this wrap. I believe it was his wife that tried it, and he knew that if they could make this available to the masses, that it would just be amazing. So that's where our wrap came from. The Pentecost bought the rights and started It Works, and here we are. We definitely have a one-of-a-kind product with the wrap. People can't go buy a cheaper version at Walmart or Target or Walgreens or whatever. So as our friends and family are hearing about this wrap, they have to come to us if they want to try it. They have to come to a distributor. Another thing about It Works is that we are on track to hit $1 billion in sales this year. And that hasn't been done with a network marketing company um, since I think like 2004. So it's been a long time since a company has hit that number in sales. So that's huge. And with It Works, we're different than just direct sales. We actually are residual income, and the difference is that we're not selling like a one-time candle or necklace or something like that. When people participate in our loyal customer program, which definitely most of our customers do, they're ordering for at least 3 months. And so on one sale, you're making commission not just this month, but the next 2 months as well, and more than likely even more months out from that, because our customers have great incentives to keep ordering. The company offers them points, free product, things like that. So off of that one sale, that one connection, we're making residual income for months and months to come. And our customers are going to be loyal to us rather than bouncing around and maybe ordering from one person this time and another person next time. They have their discount with us for life. So they're going to come back to you when a new product comes out that they want to try, or when they want to wrap before vacation or whatever it may be. So those are just some of the reasons why It Works kind of stands out from other companies and why now is a great time to be a part of It Works. We're experiencing huge growth. I know those of us who, like me, have been around for several years can tell you that even just since January of this year, when we got back from conference, the growth has just been insane, like not even comparable to the year and a half prior. I know for me personally that I was in the business. So now is definitely the time to be getting on board and getting on this crazy train with us wrap girls. So all of you newbies, welcome. You've made a great choice, and your life will definitely change if you stick with this. So I think the next thing that we will go to is talking some about green carpet. So green carpet was a big corporate event that was down in Sarasota just like 2 weeks ago. Alyssa was there, so she's going to share with us some announcements from green carpet.
All right, so they had 3 big announcements that they made. The first one is that they changed the website from myitworks.com to itworks.com. The myitworks.com one still works, but the itworks.com is the main one to use now. So instead of the store being myitworksstore.com, you can now use store.itworks.com. Instead of your website being alyssacarnley.myitworks.com, it is alyssacarnley.itworks.com. And then, like, instead of the product coach being myitworksproductcoach.com, it's just productcoach.itworks.com. So just, you don't have to use the my anymore, basically. The next thing is for new distributors. They added a 3-step email series that all the distributors will reach over their first 10 days. It will help them get on the road to Ruby. So the very first day they enroll, they'll receive a welcome email from Mark and Cindy. It's personal, motivational, and it includes all the info they need to set up their e-suite, plus a video from Pam. And then on day 7, the new distributors will get another email that will help them get inspired to create their dream board, along with a video from Mark as well. And then on day 10, new distributors will receive one last email, and it's all about going Ruby. It'll include a video from Mike Patillo with details on how and why to go Ruby in your first 2 full calendar months. And then the last announcement that they did was the social customers. I'm sure most of you guys have heard about it, but our social adventure is now available to everybody. It used to be just us, but now everybody can use it. So if you know any business owners that want to be better with social media or to build their business on social media, let them know that we have something amazing for them. The 100-day social adventure is only $99, and it's 99 BV, and you cannot move that BV. So if you want that to be placed somewhere else, hi Hillary.
Hey, sorry.
So if you want that BV to be somewhere else, make sure that that person orders it on the person's website where you need that volume to be. Yeah, so that's the announcements that they made at Green Carpet.
Yeah, and something else about the social customer is that what they really want us to use this for is to reach out to other small business owners, like, you know, maybe photographers, salon owners, people who are selling things on Etsy, things like that. So the primary focus isn't other network marketing companies, but just other small businesses who want to expand their reach on social media and maybe aren't sure how. So that's kind of what they said is the direction that they want us to go with this. Welcome, Hillary.
Hi.
Oh gosh, I don't know if she's. Are you on?
Can you hear me?
Kind of.
Can you see me?
Yeah, now I can.
In and
I
out.
know you guys are kind of cutting out on me too.
Okay. We'll give you a second and see if your connection maybe gets better or something.
Yeah. Okay, let me move.
Okay. Alyssa, do you also just want to go ahead and share some about using social media wisely to build our businesses?
Yes. So for loyal customers, I always tell my team to try to do at least 3 before and after pictures a day, morning, noon, and night, and then in between those posts, 2 personal posts, whether it be about your family or your animals or your favorite quote or anything that will invite people into your life. When people feel like they know you and your life, then they're going to trust you, and building trust with people is huge, and building relationships with them, because then they're going to trust you to order from you or even sign up as a distributor with you. To build relationships with people, Like and comment on their posts. Get out of your shell and your comfort zone and turn into the friendliest person you can be on Facebook. It's so important to stay consistent. If people see you posting something and that you're so excited about your business and these products, and then they don't see you posting for a week, but then they see Sally Sue posting every single day, they're going to see that Sally Sue's business is open, and they're not going to see that your business is open, so they're going to enroll with her instead of you. Even if it feels like nobody's liking your post, they're still watching, so just keep going and keep being consistent. You need to keep pushing through the bad days to get to your good days. Keep all of your negativity off Facebook. If you want to vent to somebody, call your mom or your best friend or something, but don't post it all over your Facebook. And I always say, distributor-wise, if you're trying to get people to join you on this, do not post "join my team" on every single post. People will think that it's all about you and that you're only wanting to benefit yourself. So I always recommend change it to that you want to help people change their life, or you want to help them find freedom. Just make it 100% about other people instead of yourself. People are so skeptical about this business, so it's up to you to show them through your posts that this company is legit and you are making real money and you are actually on your way to freedom. And that's what's going to spark an interest in people, is seeing that your life is actually changing from this business.
Awesome. Thank you. Hillary, can you hear us now?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll let you know if it
Okay.
starts to come out or anything.
Okay.
Do you want to share, while we're on the social media topic, some highlights? Well, who John Eric is, I guess, for the newbies first. Share a bit about John Eric and then some of his highlights from Green Carpet.
Absolutely. Hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Jody.
Hillary and Jody, introduce yourselves real quick, because we did that before you guys joined.
Sure. Oh, sorry. Oh, you go? Nope, you go. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Jody McLaughlin. I am a Triple Diamond with the company, and I started last November. Excited to be here with you guys. I'm glad I finally figured this out. So here we go. Proceed. And I am Hillary Seymour. I've been with the business for just over 2.5 years. I'm also a Triple Diamond with the company. This is actually my first green carpet experience, but I've been to conference twice, so I've had the corporate experience a few times. But this green carpet was a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. Because social media is really changing the way of our business. When I first started this business 2.5 years ago, it didn't seem to be so social media driven, but it really has turned that way. And I will be completely honest with you, John Eric Mosler, he's kind of the social media guru in our business. He completely helped me step outside of my comfort zone, because I'm very belly to belly with this business. And so he has set up this 100-day social media adventure for us that we can purchase for $99, and it is 100% worth the money. He's going to teach you how to share, not sell your business on social media. It's very important. He said something at Green Carpet. He said, nobody goes to bed at night wishing he saw one more advertisement on social media. People use social media to brighten their day, to make their day a little more positive. And so you need to be that person on social media with your business. So he talks a lot about sharing, that selling. And let me give you an example of share personal life on social media with this business, how to kind of intermix the two. He gave an example of a girl who posted kind of a picture of her and her family, talking about how excited they were to be on this trip with their family. They could finally afford a trip, like a vacation, being free. And that just 2.5 years ago, they were swimming in debt, and this business helped them to get out of debt. So that's just an example of putting yourself out there. um, an advertisement per se. Shouldn't a picture of a picture and say, this put me out of debt. You know, she actually put her family in there, her kids in there. And so he teaches you how to do that and how to be tasteful and not be fake. I think it's important. You know, we can all post, be happy, and post things about this business, but how to really balance it, make it about your business and about your life personally, is super important. And so he only wants you to focus on three when you're friendship, fun, and freedom. If it doesn't have to do with those things, don't post it. You know, if what you're posting isn't fun, don't post it. Um, and you might be thinking, if you're new, because I know there's a lot of newbies with this, um, if you're new and you're, well, how do I post something about my freedom in this business when, you know, it hasn't provided that for my family yet? You know, start with the little things. Go wrap somebody and wrap cash and take your kid out for ice cream and post about that. The little freedoms it's unlocking in your life. That was the of I think for your new audience. So
Hill, can you hear me?
yes.
You're getting super choppy.
Dang it.
Why don't we have
I
you
know.
pause and see if your connection gets better again? It seemed like it did get better for a while.
Dang it. Okay.
The joys of technology.
It
um,
doesn't like me.
while we're on the green carpet topic, Alyssa, do you want to share like one or two of your aha moments, things that really stood out to you from green carpet?
Yeah. Something that was huge to me, and I just had tears in my eyes the whole time, is when the ambassadors were all on stage telling their stories. Because to me, being so new, even like all these people are like basically like celebrities to me, like because they're just awesome, and but they are all just normal people, just like how we are. They were broke, they were in debt, they were filing bankruptcy. And just because they joined this business $99 and they did the steps to success over and over and over and over again, now they are living a life of freedom, and all of their struggles that were in the past are just gone. And it's just so awesome that we have that exact same opportunity, and we can do that too just by following our steps to success over and over and over again. My other aha moment was listening to Mark on stage. That was definitely a game changer for me. His vision is unreal. He believes in us so much, and he wants us to put up our biggest fight that we can for our freedom. He was a high school teacher, and he told Cindy, what if we could make an extra $500 a month? What could that do for us? And then he reached that, and he just kept dreaming bigger and bigger and bigger, and now he owns his own island. He said he made the impossible possible and the uncommon common, and he wants us to do the same. He wants us to dream just as big as he did, and it's so possible if we just keep dreaming big, we can get to our goals.
Awesome, thank you. Hillary, do you want to try again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, and I can see you moving, so I think that's a good sign because before it was kind of a still image.
Okay. I don't know where you lost me at or what I need to repeat.
Um, we caught most of what you said earlier. I think it didn't start getting really choppy until right before I stopped you.
Okay.
But maybe just finish and then share your aha moment.
Sure. Yeah. Basically, I just kind of wrapped it up with, um, talking about how focus on friendship, fun, and freedom when it comes to posting on social media. And if it doesn't have to do with those things, don't post it. And just post the little things it's unlocking in your life, so that people can relate to that. They can't always relate to $5,000 a month, but they can certainly relate to having an extra $25 to maybe take their kids out for ice cream. So keep that in mind when you're new and you're posting on social media. Um, it's really hard for me to narrow down my aha moment because I had hundreds of aha moments at Green Carpet, but one of the biggest ones was when I first started this business 2.5 years ago. Um, I My husband and I were swimming in debt, and we've always had big hearts. We've always loved the idea of paying it forward, um, and that's one of the reasons I fell in love with this business is because they are huge on giving back, and that was something that we put on our dream board, that if we got to a place in this business where it was going to allow us to actually pay it forward in life and give to a charity or a church that was really on our heart, that we could be able to do that without even thinking about it, that we could just write a check if we wanted to. And so that was a big, big thing on my dream board. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stop you.
Okay. And so when I was sitting at Green Carpet, I've been so focused on my team and helping them and, just moving with the momentum of this business that I kind of have forgotten that we're to that place, that we're to a place to give and to pay forward. And I was sitting there and I sent my husband a message at Green Carpet and I told him, babe, we're there. We can do that. We can pay it forward. What are we going to do? And that was such an amazing feeling. And I want every single person on our team to be able to feel that feeling, because it was so far away when I first started this business. But I'm so glad I put it on my dream board. So if you guys don't have a dream board, make one. It's going to keep you focused. It's going to keep you grounded. It's going to keep you working towards those ultimate goals, and you're going to have all sorts of things on that dream board, but have something on there that seems impossible in that moment. Something that seems so incredibly far away that the day that you can do that, it's going to bring you to your knees and it's going to make you cry. But that, write it down. You don't have to be a big word, just write it on a piece of paper. Because that is the thing that kept me going. And every time I prayed about my business and I prayed over my business, God reminded me that was my ultimate goal. And so that was probably my biggest aha moment, is that yes, we're financially free now, and we're helping our team become financially free. We can actually, even beyond that, we can give more. That is such a blessing.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Hillary. I was not at Green Carpet. I was in Illinois visiting family, but in listening to the aha moments that were shared on Tuesday night at our meeting in Omaha, I just wanted to share with you guys kind of a little summary of what Sarah Seymour told us about her experience at Green Carpet, and it tied into her aha moment. But for those of you who don't know, Sarah was invited to, I believe it was a dinner, like the night before Green Carpet, for the top 75 earners in the whole company. And she shared about how when she was in this room with, Cammie and Madra and the Duns and all of the top earners, and just how surreal it seemed. But what stood out to me about her story was that Mark Pentecost, came over and introduced himself and shared with her how, in the beginning of this company, there was a time where he knew every single executive in the business. And now it's just crazy to him that there's a presidential diamond who he doesn't know. But he really took the time to get to know Sarah and to show that he cared about her, and he wanted to know where she's from, if she's married, if she has kids, things like that. So that just spoke so much to me about how much he cares about us. He took the time to sit down with her, have a one-on-one conversation with her, and genuinely wanted to know her. So that just said so much to me about who he is and what him and Cindy's vision is and how much they care about us. So I wanted to just pass that along to you guys from Sarah. So let's see. Okay, I think we're done with green carpet stuff. Hillary, do you want to talk about steps to success and Ruby and the Ruby bonus and kind of tie it all in together?
Sure, absolutely. So if you're brand new to this business and you're kind of wondering what your roadmap should be and what you need to do to make those goals, to hit executive, to hit Ruby, to get to Diamond, you need to log into your eSuite and print off the steps to success. This is what is going to get you to those ranks. This is what's going to earn you residual income. And it might sound crazy, and it might sound like it should be more complicated than that, but it truly isn't. Take it from me, I'm somebody who tried to do everything but the steps of success when I first started. So keep that always printed out, and your goal every single month is to complete those. Sometimes you will and sometimes you won't. But the first step is to join the party, which is what most of you did. If you haven't, that's what you want to do first. You want to spend that $99 to essentially change your life. And you're going to have a couple options. You can just pay the $99 and start your business just like that, or you can boost your kit. There's a couple boosts that you can do. And if you can do the boost, do it, especially the mini boost. You're going to get some extra products to start doing parties with, or at least using product for yourself to get your own testimony. Second step is to go find those 4 loyal customers. Purpose of that is so that you can get that 120 in free product, and you can start wrapping people. We lead with the wrap. That is our business. So go get those 4 loyal customers. And you can do that very, very quickly if you want to. You have 30 days to do that, to get that 120 in free product, but I challenge you to do it in 72 hours so you can start your business even faster. Every time you enroll 2 customers into your business, you're going to get a box of wraps that you can redeem for $25. You guys, this is huge when you're first starting your business. You get those wrap rewards, you turn around and sell all 4 of those wraps, you just profited $75. That's huge. Wrap cash is huge when you're first starting your business because it takes time to build that residual paycheck. You're building your customers, you're building your business. So wrap cash is where it's at when you first start. So start putting that wrap on people. As soon as you can get those wrap rewards, get them. Pay that $25 and get those wraps so you can start making cash. And that's forever in your business. Every time you enroll 2 loyal customers, you get a box of wraps for $25. It's a huge benefit as for us distributors. It Works is giving us the opportunity to make cash straight out of the gate with this business. So it's all up to you and how hard you want to work, and challenge yourself to how many people you want to wrap in a month. I'll tell you that in my very first month, I wrapped 25 people. I was determined. I was stoked that I had the ability to help people that quickly and help myself. So that's amazing. Third step is to go find 3 people to do this business with you and teach them what you just did. You're going to teach them step 1 and step 2. Simple, right? I mean, 1, 2, 3, you are building your business. And if you complete those 3 steps in your first 60 days, you guys, you're just about to Ruby, and you're just about to that bonus. You might be thinking right now that, yeah, that sounds simple, you know, go get your 4 loyal customers, get your 3 distributors. But it really is, it's all in your mindset, you know. Remember why you said yes to this $99. Don't underestimate the fact that you only paid $99, because this business is crazy and has a crazy amount of potential if you're willing to put the work in. So think of 3 people that want to make $500 a month. I love this analogy. I think this is wonderful because so many people are looking for an extra $500 a month in their life. That extra $500 a month, I know it certainly changed our life, it will certainly change someone else's life. Most families, they're $600 a month from bankruptcy. So think about that. And then get those people on the phone and tell them what you have your hands on. It's all about being excited. I tell you, I didn't know a darn thing about these products when I started. I just knew this was a rockin' opportunity, and I knew that route worked, and I was going to get it on people, because if they got results, they weren't going to ask me any questions. They were going to want it. And so you have to have that mindset when you're talking to potential loyal customers and distributors. You know that wrap works every single time. So have that confidence when you're building your business. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about Ruby, because that's where most people want to get to, and they want to get there really, really quick. At least I hope that you do, because Ruby is that $500 a month. Ruby is that kind of residual paycheck that you're going to get, that you are going to see. That's when I really saw the opportunity, because I thought, man, if I can make $500 a month, I can make $1,000 a month. So get to Ruby as quick as you can. And here's how you do it. All you're going to do is you're going to go sign those 3 distributors, and you're going to help them complete step 2. So they're all going to get their 4 loyal customers. And then you're going to, out of those 3 people, okay, one of those people in your business is going to see this opportunity like you do, and you are going to plug into that person, and you're going to teach them the steps to success. Success. So you're going to help them find 2 people, okay, and teach them step 2, and you're at Ruby. So basically 5 distributors underneath of you, and you're a Ruby. They've all got their 4 loyal customers, and you're very, very close to that $500 a month. Don't let that confuse you. Don't be overwhelmed. All you need to do is hop on YouTube and type in how to chart to Ruby with It Works Global, and there will be 100 videos that will pop up that will show you exactly how to work your business to get to Ruby. Okay, it's not as complicated as that might have sounded.
Most people can see this, but I hear the chart.
Yes, perfect. So you see those top 3. So you're in that kind of red box at the top, and then your first 3 distributors you put in those boxes right there. 1, 2, 3. You put their name. You actually physically fill that in, and then that one person in that executive box, they're going to go find 2 people, and their names are going to go right below them. Okay. Who's next?
Oh, is that all you were saying about it? Okay. Thank you, Hillary. Jody, do you want to go next? Talk about getting new DTs off to a good start.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me if you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, my boys are wrestling upstairs, so if you hear a big thud, it's okay. They're kind of crazy, but okay. So, yeah. So your new distributors that you sign are looking to you to lead them, and it's your responsibility to lead them. They put $99 that maybe they didn't even have because they trust you to lead them to build this business. So take it personally, because this is network marketing and it needs to be personal to you that these people are joining your team. So when I sign distributors, I take it very personally. Sarah Seamer enrolled me when she was a triple diamond, and I saw what she was making, and I thought to myself, if this little cupcake who I met at a Husker tailgate party can be making this kind of money, then I can too. So I'm just going to do what she did. And one of the things that she did immediately when I enrolled is she launched me. So I knew that any distributor that I was going to sign, that I was going to launch very quickly. So I do that. Whenever I enroll a distributor, I set a launch party with them 7 to 10 days after they start. A physical launch party, wrap party, whatever you want to call it. If you don't want to call it a party, you don't have to. But you need them to get a few guests, a handful of guests there, and you need to go talk about the business and go through the party pad presentation for them. They need to hear how to talk about the business. They need to hear how you describe the loyal customer program. They need to hear how you describe the opportunity. They need to see you wrap somebody. So you need to be there to launch them a physical party. If that's not possible because of travel, there's an online party option that you have. So I set up their launch party immediately. Anyone who signs on my team, it's not an option. And I know that there's a lot of leaders who agree with me too. So that is how I built quickly. And at those launch parties, I helped my new distributor do the steps to success right away. I helped them sign distributors and customers at their launch party, grew organically, and we were back there a week later to launch the new teammates. So that's how I built, and that's what I do with my distributors. So my distributors also get an email called the First Steps email that you probably have in your group pages in templates or in files. It's an email template. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll post about it later, but we have a First Steps email that we send. We personalize it how we want, and we send it to all of our new distributors, and it actually gives them step-by-step things that they should be working on. 100s lists, setting a launch party, watching the training videos, things that they can be focusing on. It lists out the Facebook pages they're going to be added to, so they're not added to a bunch of these groups where they don't know anybody from anybody and they don't know what's going on. So if you send them that email, it's just a way for them to kind of checklist things that they need to be doing. And I always ask my new distributors their goals and their why too, to find out if they're a runner, if they want life-changing money very quickly like I did, if they just want a car payment. Everybody has a why when they start this business. And if you take it personally, when distributors enroll with you, you will know their why, and you can lead them appropriately. If I have somebody signing with me who says, I want to quit my job in 6 months, I know that I need to help them run. And if I know somebody just wants to try the products out, go at their own pace, go slower, then I'll feed them smaller pieces as I'm leading them and teaching them this business. So that's what I do when I sign distributors. I'm better at signing distributors than I am loyal customers. I don't know why, so I kind of got it figured out. That is what I do. Anything else that I should add, you guys?
I think that's great.
I was gonna say too, that thing that Amber posted today, that new that guidebook thing, we'll have like a ton of that information too, like those emails that Jody sends people. That's in the It Works You training on eSuite.
Oh, the training that Amber posted about?
Yeah, that guidebook thing that she told everybody to like download and print out.
Okay.
And it'll have like a ton of all that information that's in that first email that Jody sends people to.
Perfect. Yeah, and they just redid the training, so even us people who've been around a while, it would be great to log on to eSuite and rewatch the training because they did redo it. I haven't rewatched it yet, but I'll be doing that by the end of the weekend. But they say, you know, it's simpler, it's more straightforward, so that should be great for our new people, and we should all go back and watch it just as a refresher and also so that we know what our new distributors are watching. So, okay, Holly, do you want to jump on next? So if you guys haven't seen Holly's pictures floating around Facebook, she's kind of It Works famous for her amazing results that she's had from the products, and she generously shares her photos for all of us to share, and they get shared a bajillion times. So I'll let her share her story.
Nicole, you're making me blush.
Oh.
Yes, I'm Holly Hasbrook. I live in Kearney, which is about 2.5 to 3 hours west of Omaha, so making it that way east isn't always very feasible. I have made it to one, even with the flat tire. But it's been a while, so I do know a lot. Sometimes I get about why I'm here. Nicole asked me to kind of share my story and like my personal testimony of using the products and becoming a product of the product. And so a little bit, August of 2013, I had went on a girls' trip with my best friend and my mom and my mom's cousin. We went to Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. it is, for anybody that's a roller coaster junkie, it is like the ultimate place to go because there's so many roller coasters in one park. And I am a roller coaster junkie. And I was so excited, and we stayed on site. We got up early. We had early entry. Within 5-10 minutes of walking in the door, we were at the front getting ready to jump on their brand new ride that year. It was called the Gatekeeper, and this thing is awesome. And within 10 minutes of walking through the gate, we were up there, and we run on, and we get in our seats, and it was about that much too short. Like, it wouldn't buckle, and like I just needed just a little bit more, and the attendant, was kind of a jerk, and he'd come over and just kind of like, ugh, you're too big, you can't ride, get off. And that was the first time in my life. Like, I've always been a girl, but that was the first time being said to me in that context, and I had never had that happen ever before. It was like soul crushing. I'm like, seriously, you can't try like just a little bit more? And he's like, you're too big, you need to get off. And my best friend and my mom and my cousin, they were already strapped in. So I got off and kind of did a walk of shame over to the side. And I cried. And I was more mad at myself because I hadn't really accepted that I had gotten to the size that I was. And I didn't know what my mom was going to say. I was really kind of worried what she was going to say. And they got off and we came over and, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine, Mom. I'm good. And she's like, next year, we'll plan this out. We have a whole year. Next year, we'll motivate each other, and we'll all get in shape and everything. Well, so January, everybody makes those New Year's resolutions. And I told my husband I really want to do something. I have been stalking my friend, Becca, for quite a while, doing this crazy rap thing. And so I told my husband, I really think I want to try this. But I really, being the stingy person or frugal person I am, I couldn't see paying $25 just to try one if I could be a loyal customer and get the whole box of 4 for $59. So in talking with him about it, he was the one that said, well, how much is it to be a distributor? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, ask Becca. So I asked her, and we talked about it, and he's like, it's the same price. Seriously, you're a big girl, honey. I love you no matter what. But if it works like you say it's going to work, people that know you who have known you're a big girl your whole life are going to notice. And if they notice and then they want to do it, why not try to make a little bit back of what we already know we're going to put in if the prices are the same? I'm like, okay, I guess I could do that. Well, life happened, and I wasn't able to sign up in January, but I signed up in April of 2014 towards the end of the month. Becca and I sat in the park and filled out my form. And Hillary, when you were talking about boosting your kit, thankfully, God works in mysterious ways. I was able to do the mini boost, which was why I was able to do my lab scene round the world picture, my before and after of 8 wraps, because I had done the mini booster, and I really wanted to see my own pictures and be able to say to people, look, I know this does work because you know what? This is me. This is my picture, and you can't tell me anything different. You can't argue with me that, oh, no, that's Photoshop. I took the pictures. And so I started officially using the products in May of 2014 after I got my kit. And so from May to June, when I found out you could wrap every 72 hours, it became like an addiction to me. And one of my best friends that she became one of my first loyal customers, her and I would call each other. Is your 72 hours up yet? No, I've got 4 hours left. How about you? And it just kind of became an addiction. And so then after I used my 8 wraps and I got my fantastic results, I was like, wow, this is awesome. Well, then I really started sharing it, and I started selling out of my wraps. Well, if it's not necessarily a bad thing, except when you want to use them yourself, you can't keep them in stock fast enough. So I kind of slowed down a little bit, and I wanted to try out some of the other products that we had to offer. So like when I couldn't wrap, I started taking Thermofit. And I actually have a picture on my profile that was my profile picture on Facebook for a while that says it works, I'm proof, and it's a before and after, and it was just like a couple weeks, but the only thing I was taking was greens and Thermofit. To date, and I get that asked this a lot, I feel like my journey is a slower one. I know that the weight that I put on didn't get there overnight, so I don't expect it to come off overnight. But to date, just some tidbits of information for people that have asked. When I started in May of 2014, I weighed 282 pounds. The number on the scale has never really bothered me, not that I shout it from the rooftops, but it never has. It doesn't define who I am. So 282, that was still way too close to being way, way too big for my health. And that was the thing. I didn't start this journey for anybody else other than myself and my health, and so that I could be around to do the things with my kids that I wanted to do. To date, I started at a size 26, and I'm now a solid 18. I'm almost a 16. I could fit into a 16, but I'm not going out in public. So I'm a solid 18 and almost a 16. I've lost over 20 inches overall. I haven't done my measurements yet. I'm holding off on them because I'm still working. I had plateaued for a while, and I finally just broke that. And I've officially lost over 50 pounds. I was stuck at 235 for me, what feels like forever. And now I broke it last week. I'm officially 230. So, woohoo, go me. And so those are my numbers, my official numbers. And that's kind of my story. And the jeans picture, I really didn't think it was going to have that much of a reaction, but boy, does it feel good to know that there are so many people that watch me, follow me, and are very supportive and encouraging of my journey. So very, very what John Eric had said at conference, be shumbled, and I've definitely been shumbled several times over and over in my journey.
Thanks, Holly. Funny story about Holly's pictures. The last time I shared them on Facebook, they got shared so many times, like using the share button, that Holly and I both got emails from compliance. We just had to let them know everything's good. Holly's like, it's me, and I'm like, I have her permission. But that's how many times her picture got shared. Okay, thanks, Holly. So I just have two last things to share to wrap it up. Pun intended. Okay, I'm pulling up a Word document, but I think you guys will still be able to see me even though I can't see you. But I'm just going to read something that Pam Souter posted on Facebook recently, and Sarah read it to us at the Omaha meeting, and it's just a really good reminder of why we have to be so consistent on social media. So it's a little bit long, but bear with me. So Pam says, this is a critical marketing tip. Just when you think people are getting sick of your posts, they're probably just starting to pay attention. Often we get disappointed because we put out a post and all of our friends don't come flocking to us with cash in hand. Remember, sales is the transfer of belief from one person to another. Not everyone is going to have your level of belief by seeing that post. So that's kind of a really important statement. Sales is the transfer of belief from one person to another. So we have to believe in these products and then transfer that to someone else. So here are some numbers that Pam gave as far as how many times people have to see an ad before they really pay attention and even decide to buy the product. So she says, the first time people look at any given ad, they don't even see it. The second time, they don't notice it. The third time, they are aware that it is there. The fourth time, they have a fleeting sense that they've seen it somewhere before. The fifth time, they actually read the ad. The sixth time, they thumb their nose at it. The seventh time, they actually start to get a little irritated with it. The eighth time, they start to think, there's that confounded ad again. The ninth time, they start to wonder if they're missing out on something. The 10th time, they ask their friends and neighbors if they've tried it. The 11th time, they wonder how the company is paying for all these ads. The 12th time, they start to think that it must be a good product. The 13th time, they start to feel the product has value. The 14th time, they start to remember wanting a product exactly like this for a long time. The 15th time, they start to yearn for it because they can't afford to buy it. The 16th time, they accept the fact that they will buy it sometime in the future. The 17th time, they make a note to buy the product. The 18th time, they curse their poverty for not allowing them to buy this terrific product. The 19th time, they count their money very carefully. And the 20th time a prospect sees the ad, they buy what is being offered. So that just kind of drives home the point of being consistent on social media. Facebook has all these algorithms as far as who can and can't see your posts. One of my distributors, Kim Farah, who's been doing this business for a while, just sent me a message today of a girl she's been Facebook friends with the whole time. Kim posts very consistently, but her and this girl were having a message, and this girl had never even seen her posts in all this time. And so it just goes to show you, you know, Facebook doesn't blast our posts out to everyone on our friends list, so we have to be consistent. People most of the time aren't going to flock the first time they see your post. That can feel super discouraging to a new person, but it's normal. And those of us who've been around for a while will tell you it is normal. People watch quietly in the background. They're skeptical, so they do not want you or anyone else to know that they're interested in this weird rap that may or may not work. You know, so they watch silently, and you'll post something that for whatever reason, that's the one that speaks to them. That's the one that makes them say, I'm ready. Maybe that tummy you posted looks exactly like theirs. Or maybe today I posted that I spent wrap cash at Charming Charlie's. Maybe someone was really bummed the other day that they couldn't go buy jewelry at Charming Charlie's. I mean, you never know what's going to speak to somebody. So post frequently and consistently and just trust that they will come to you in time. And like Alyssa said, you have to have your open sign on through your Facebook post, because if you're not posting, people have options and they'll go to someone else. So that was a great post from Pam. And then one other thing I want to share is from a guy named Jim Rohn. His last name is R-O-H-N, and he has an amazing talk. You can get it on CD. You can watch it on YouTube. It's called, I think, just Building Your Network Marketing Business. But at the meeting, Tracy shared just one of the topics that he touches on. And I have his CD in my car and listen often when I'm driving around. Easier for me than, you know, sitting down and reading a book. But Jim talks about sowing and reaping, and it's actually a story from the Bible that he translates into network marketing and the seeds that we're planting. So I took some notes on it just to make sure I don't forget. But so in this story, it says that the sower had excellent seed. And so an important part of network marketing is knowing that you have good seed that you're sowing, and we do. We have an amazing product, and we have an amazing business opportunity. So we have good seed. So as we're out and about sharing our product, sharing our opportunity, sowing seeds, there's different things that can happen to those seeds. So the first set of seeds that you throw out, he says, the birds are going to get it. And what the birds are people who are like naysayers about network marketing. So maybe you invite someone to come to a meeting with you or to listen to a call, and they don't show up, or they don't get on the call, and it can be super discouraging. But you know, maybe they told their husband or their cousin, you know, I'm going to go listen to this network marketing thing, and they say, why would you do that? You know, network marketing is a pyramid scheme or whatever. So those people are the birds. So the birds are going to get some. And he says that when this happens, we have two options. We can chase the birds, you know, and try to go after that husband or cousin or whatever, and you're going to talk to him and set him straight, and that's just a distraction. Chasing the birds takes you away from the field and from everything else. So you can chase the birds, or you can just kind of say, isn't that interesting? And that's he's so big on that phrase, isn't that interesting, and then move on. Because you can get so hung up on things that just distract you. So the birds are going to get some of the seeds that you plant, and isn't that interesting, and you move on. So you keep sowing, you keep spreading more seeds. The birds can't possibly get all of them, but some are going to fall on rocky ground with shallow soil. So those seeds will start to grow. They'll grow a little bit, but then there's a hot day, and the heat cranks up, and the sun just kills your seeds. They wither out and die. Um, Again, our response is to say, isn't that interesting? But the sun is, maybe they've been doing good, making Facebook posts. They've gotten a couple loyal customers, but then they get this hater on their post, and the heat cranks up, and you just never hear from them again. So the sun is going to get some of them, and that's okay. We say, isn't that interesting? And we move on. And a point he made here too is that we have to discipline our disappointment. And I think that's a great phrase, because if you let yourself get so sidetracked by that hater or by that new distributor who was doing great and suddenly they're like MIA, it can take you out of the game too. So we have to discipline that disappointment and be able to say, that sucks, that's a letdown, but keep moving forward and keep sowing our seeds. So the third set of seeds falls on thorny ground. So these also start to grow a little bit, but then the thorns, they choke it out. So these are people who let little things cheat them out of a big opportunity. So maybe, again, you invite somebody to a meeting, you think they're going to come, and they're not there, and you're like, hey, what happened? Oh, my dishes were just really piling up, and you just can't let your dishes pile up forever, so I had to stay home and do my dishes. Well, yeah, I mean, at some point you need to do your dishes, but, in the grand scheme of things, this is a huge opportunity, and to stay home because of little things really is silly. But again, it's going to happen. There's going to be people who don't see the vision, and they let little things distract them. He said, don't stress about, why did this happen? It's just the way it is. And in network marketing, especially if you're in this for the long haul, you're going to have all of these things, and you just have to keep moving forward. But the good news is some of your seeds will fall on good ground and good soil, and they will sprout and they will grow, and some will grow faster than others, but they'll grow, and you can water them and nurture them. And he just makes the point, that as long as you keep sowing, you will have seeds that fall on good ground. You just have to be able to keep going past all of those other types of seeds, and it really does take all of those experiences in the big picture to have a successful team and a successful business. And the last thing from him that I want to touch on is he talks about batting averages in like Major League Baseball, and we obviously hear no a lot in this business, and that can feel like a strikeout. But in baseball, these players are paid millions of dollars for, I'm not a sports person, I think you say like a 300% batting average. So these people are making millions of bucks. They're like the best guys in the industry, and they strike out 7 times out of 10. But it only takes those 3 out of 10, hits for them to succeed. So that is what I wanted to share about him. I would highly suggest listening to his Building Your Network Marketing talk. It's about an hour long, maybe a little bit longer, but it's free on YouTube, or you can order a CD online for just a couple bucks to be able to listen as you drive around in your car. So does anybody else have any closing remarks to add? Any insight?
Don't give up. Keep pushing no matter what.
Absolutely. Yeah. Everyone has their own journey. Some are fast, some are slow, but something else that was talked a lot about on Tuesday that nobody hit on tonight, it just came to me, is that freedom is the end goal of this. So, you can get distracted by all kinds of things, and maybe it takes you longer than you wanted it to take you, but if in 5 years or 10 years you're financially free, you're traveling, you're home with your kids, you're in your dream home, whatever your goal is, you're giving generously, who cares if it takes longer than you wanted? Freedom is the end goal, and you will get there if you just keep going. Like Alyssa said, don't give up. So I think that's all. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope these help you guys who aren't in Omaha feel connected since you can't come to our meetings. So we'll see you next month. Bye.
Bye.